DRC is a beautiful country. And to prove that, just go to watch the numerous vlogs and YouTube videos on DRC. See, DRC is not only a beautiful country. The DRC is a country that is also rich in mineral wealth and resources. In 1960, the DRC was still the Belgian Congo under colonial rule. After Macmillan's speech in February 1960, Belgium accelerated their independence negotiations with the key figures of African leadership in DRC. DRC would gain its independence on June 30th.
Aujourd'hui victorieux, je vous salue au nom du gouvernement congolais. À vous tous, mes amis, qui avez lutté sans relâche à nos côtés, je vous demande de faire de ce 30 juillet 1960 une date illustre.
June 30th, 1960, independence comes to the Belgian Congo. King Baudouin himself flies to the capital city of Leopoldville to break the bonds that have linked his country and its African colony for 75 years. This is a day of rejoicing.
But there was this thing called the Cold War happening, and
the desire is to live in peace and freedom and to let all other people live in peace and freedom.
History really does repeat itself.
We declare that so far as we are concerned, Africa shall never be the scene of any war, cold or hot. But we also declare that Africa for the Africans means Africa for the Africans, and not Africa as a hunting ground.
You've all heard that before. Immediately after independence, Congo would become a Cold War battleground.
Many Europeans caught in crossfire action in this residential section of Elizabethville have been evacuated.
Patrice Lumumba would become the first leader of an independent DRC, but the celebrations of independence were short-lived within Congo. Chaos would erupt, and Lumumba would be assassinated. Mobutu Sese took control, what then would become Zaire.
Lumumba later will disappear and then be found dead.
It is believed that Patrice Lumumba's socialist approach had allegedly scared the Western capitalists who believed that Lumumba would side with the Soviet Union in the Cold War. DRC was seen as too much of a valuable asset to fall into the hands of the Soviet Union. And DRC is particularly rich in one key Cold War mineral, uranium. The Cold War was an arms race, particularly a nuclear arms race, and uranium is the key ingredient. There was actually uranium from DRC in the atomic bombs that fell on Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II in 1945. In the early 2000s, a documentary interview with a Belgian mercenary, Gerald Soute, would reveal the true extent. He would confess to disposing of Lumumba's body and removing 2 of Lumumba's teeth as trophy. Belgium would publicly apologize for the role it played in the assassination of Lumumba. It was only in December 2020 that a judge gave the order that the tooth must be returned to DRC to Lumumba's family. The initial date of the return of Lumumba's remains was set for June 2021, but due to the COVID-19 has been moved to January 2022. So what does the crisis in Congo have to do with music and involvement? Well, let me explain.